What is your hometown, and what did you play when you were a kid? Did you play pitcher or whatever?
All right, first, my hometown is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was actually born in Texas. I was born in Conroe, Texas, but we only lived there for a couple of years, so I don't really consider myself a Texan. But I grew up in Pittsburgh. I went to grade school there and high school there. In the off-season now, I live in Atlanta with my older brother and work out down there. So I would say Pittsburgh is my hometown, so I'm a big Steelers fan. So the Super Bowl coming up. I know I would cheer for the Vikings, but they're not in it.
Not much to cheer for.
I know. But growing up, I actually played a lot of sports. I played basketball, played soccer, I played baseball. I pitched and played third base and second base in grade school and in high school. And then when I went to college, I actually played third base for a couple of years too. So I just wasn't a very good hitter, so they decided to just make me a pitcher.
Good. Anyone else? What is like your off-season routine? What do you kind of do during the off-season?
The first couple weeks in the off-season, most players take to just kind of unwind and relax. You should visit a lot of friends and family that you don't see during the season. You know, our season is 162 games and it's 180 days, so you don't have a lot of downtime. You know, we don't have weekends off, we don't have holidays off. So when we do finally get a chance to visit family and friends, we do that. I finished up the season here, flew to Atlanta and hung out with my brother for about a week, and then flew back to Pittsburgh and hung out with my family for a week. Just kind of, lounge around, spent some time with my little sisters, and caught up with, everything that they were up to. And then once you get kind of in through November, you start working out again, and that's pretty much 3 or 4 days a week. Go to the gym. I work out with a handful of the Atlanta Braves players because I'm in Atlanta, so down there working out and just getting ready for the season.
So is there a time like right after the season where you're not doing any type of workout or any type of anything just to stay kind of loose or in shape or anything like that? Yoga?
No yoga. I've actually done yoga before, but it is really, really hard. Has anyone here done yoga? How tough is it? It is really hard, yeah. So I've done yoga before, but for the first couple weeks I really don't do a whole lot. I cook all the time, though. I cook all my own meals. So the first couple weeks, I get to try all the stuff that I wouldn't be able to make during the season because it takes too long. So I spend all day cooking usually.
What's your signature dish?
I'll usually my favorite dishes to make are like stuffed dishes. You make like stuffed pork chops or stuffed chicken breast or something like that. Also make brisket. You can make it in the oven, stuff like that.
Lutefisk?
No. Thank you, though.
Does playing at an opposing stadium still affect you a lot mentally or physically? Are you kind of used to the fans now and getting the boos from the crowd and everything?
You're kind of used to it at this point, but really, with the exception of Boston and New York, most fans are actually pretty nice. Boston and New York fans aren't very nice at all. Milwaukee fans aren't bad, believe it or not. They might give Twins fans a hard time, but they don't give Twins players a hard time. The nicest fans that I've ever played at a away stadium was in Los Angeles. We played the Angels, and I was on the way out to the bullpen in left field to get ready for the game, and this guy started yelling, "Hey, Slowey, hey!" So I turned around and he said, "Good luck, bro. Hope you have a good day, man." He was wearing an Angels jersey too, so maybe they're just really laid back out there, but most of the fans really aren't that bad.
That's awesome. How psyched are you for the new stadium?
Very psyched. We're psyched to play outside again. I know some of the fans are a little bit nervous. Like a day like today, nobody would probably be here. But, we're excited to be outside. Maybe the first couple weeks of the season are going to be tough, but they're tough in Boston and in New York and in Chicago. Cleveland got snowed out a couple times, so it's not just us. But I think more than Target Field, we're looking forward to this season. We're looking forward to saying goodbye to the Metrodome. Our fans were amazing last year, and the last couple games when we were playing the White Sox, we had to roll up all of those banners to make sure there were enough seats for everybody. It was a pretty neat experience, and we're looking forward to that again.
All right, one last question here. We gotta let him go.
How did you feel when you had that 2-hit game in Milwaukee? Was it? How did you feel about that?
Awesome. Felt awesome about it. It's really neat to get a chance to hit. Like I said, I played third base in college a little bit and was an okay hitter. But for the pitchers to get a chance to hit is really neat because nobody expects us to do anything. If we go up there and strike out, as long as we don't get hurt, everybody gives us high fives when they come back into the dugout. So I think we're the only players that can strike out on 3 straight pitches and still come in and have a good time.
All right, let's give it up for Kevin Slowey.
Let's give it up for Nick for substituting for Don and getting the job done. Nice, Nick.
Yes. Watch out for me on Fox 9.
I will.
I'll
keep an eye peeled.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, well, we will be having a few more interviews within the next couple hours, so come on back. And I don't think anyone will be able to top